All glories to Śrīla A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. All glories to Śrīla Krishna Das Kaviraj Gosvāmī Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrta Antya lila, text, chapter 1, text 193. Kavitva nahaya ei amritera dhara nataka lakshana sabha siddhantera sara. Srila Ramananda Roy said, "This is not a poetic presentation, it is a continuous shower of nectar. Indeed, it is the essence of all ultimate realizations, appearing in the form of plays." 194. Prema paripati ei adbhuta varnana sunichita karnera haya anand guru nana. The wonderful descriptions of Rūpa Gosvāmī are superb arrangements to express loving affairs. Hearing them will plunge the heart and ears of everyone into a whirlpool of transcendental bliss. 195. Kim kaveyena kavistasya kim kandena dhanusmata parasya hridaye lagnam nagurnaitai yachiraha. What is the use of a bowman's arrow or a poet's poetry if they penetrate the heart but do not cause the head to spin? 196. Tomara shakti vina jivera nahe bhani tumi shakti diya kaho hena anumani. Without your mercy, such poetic expressions would be impossible for an ordinary living being to write. My guess is that you have given him the power. 197. Prabhu kahe prayage ihara haila milana ihara gune ihata mara tushta haila mana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, I met Srila Rūpa Gosvāmī at Prayag. He attracted and satisfied me because of his qualities. Purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is not partial to some and neutral to others. One can actually draw the attention of the Supreme Personality of Godhead by service. Then one is further empowered by the Lord to act in such a way that everyone can appreciate his service. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 4.11. Ye yata mam prapadyante tam tataiva bhajamya. Krishna is responsive. If one tries to render his best service to the Lord gives him the power to do so. Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita 10.10, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam tadami bhudi hogam tam yena mam upayanti te. Those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bestows his special favor upon Srila Rūpa Gosvāmī because Rūpa Gosvāmī wanted to serve the Lord to the best of his ability. Such is the reciprocation between the devotee and the Lord in the discharge of devotional duties. 198. Adhura prashana ihara kavya salankara aicheka vitpa vinu nahe rasera prachara. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu praised the metaphors and other literary ornaments of Srila Rūpa Gosvāmī's transcendental poetry. Without such poetic attributes, he said, there is no possibility of preaching transcendental mellows. 199. Abe kripa kari inhare deha evara raja lila prema rasa yena varne nirantara. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested all his personal associates to bless Rūpa Gosvāmī so that he might continuously describe the pastimes of Vrindavan, which are full of emotional love of Godhead. 200. Haraye Jestabrata Nama Sanatana Pridhivite Vigyabhara Nahi Tanra Sama. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Srila Rūpa Gosvāmī's elder brother, whose name is Sanatana Gosvāmī, is such a wise and learned scholar that no one is equal to him. 201. Omara Yaiche Vishaya Jagatarchi Tandrariti Dainya Vairagya Pandityera Tanhaite Stiti. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Ramananda Roy, Sanatana Goswami's renunciation of material connections is just like yours. Humility, renunciation, and excellent learning exist in him simultaneously. 202. Eyi dui baye ami pati lun vrindavane shakti diya bhakti shastra karite pravartane. I empowered both of these brothers to go to Vrindavan to expand the literature of bhakti. Purport. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu informed Srila Ramananda Roy that he and Sanatana Goswami had engaged equally in devotional service after giving up all relationships with material activity. Such renunciation is a symptom of an unalloyed devotee engaged in the service of the Lord with no tinge of material contamination. According to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is the position of Trinadapi Sunichena Taror Iva Sahishvana. A pure devotee, free from the reactions of the material modes of nature, executes devotional service with tolerance like that of a tree. He also feels humbler than the blade of grass. Such a devotee, who is called Niskinchana, or free from all material possessions, is always absorbed in the emotional love of Godhead. He is reluctant to perform any kind of sense gratification. In other words, such a devotee is free from all material bondage, but he engages in Krishna-conscious activities. Such expert devotional service is performed without hypocrisy. Humility, renunciation, and learned scholars were combined in Sanatana Goswami, the ideal pure devotee, who was on the same level of understanding as Srila Ramananda Roy. Like Ramananda Roy, Sanatana Goswami was a fully cognizant expert in the conclusions of devotional service and was therefore able to describe such transcendental knowledge. 203. Rahe kahe ishvara tumi ye kaha karite kastera putali tumi parana choite. Srila Ramananda Roy replied to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, My Lord, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If you like, you can cause even a wooden doll to dance. 204. Ora mukhe ye sabarasa karila pracharane sei rasa dekhi ei ihara dikane. I see that the truths regarding transcendental mellows that you expounded through my mouth are all explained in the writings of Srila Rūpa Gosvāmī. 205. Bhakte kripa hetu prakashite chaha brajarasa yahara karo se ikari be jagat tumhara vasa. Because of your causeless mercy toward your devotees, you want to describe the transcendental pastimes of Vrindavan. Anyone empowered to do this can bring the entire world under your influence. Purport. This passage parallels the statement, Krishna Shakti Vina Nahe Tara Pravartana, which means that unless empowered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, one cannot spread the holy name of the Lord throughout the entire world. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrta Antya lila 7.11. Under the protection of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, a pure devotee can preach the holy name of the Lord so that everyone may take advantage of this facility and thus become Krishna conscious. 206. Abe Mahaprabhu Kaila Rupe Alingana Tandre Karaila Sabara Charana Bandhana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then embraced Rūpa Gosvāmī and asked him to offer prayers at the lotus feet of all the devotees present. 207. Advaita Nityanandari Sabha Bhakta Gana Kripakari Rupe Sabe Kaila Alingana. Advaita Acharya Nityananda Prabhu and all the devotees showed their causeless mercy to Rūpa Gosvāmī by embracing him in return. 208. Abhu Kripa Rupe Ara Rupe Rasad Guna Dekhi Chamatkara Haila Sabhakara Mana. Seeing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's special mercy toward Srila Rūpa Gosvāmī and seeing his personal qualities, all the devotees were struck with wonder. 209. Ave Mahaprabhu Sabha Bhakta Lana Gela Haridasata Kora Rupe Alingana Kaila. Then when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left with all the devotees, Haridas Thakur also embraced Srila Rūpa Gosvāmī. 210. Haridasa kahe tomara bhagyera nahi sima ye sabha varnila ihara ke jane mahima. Haridas Thakur told him, there is no limit to your good fortune. No one can understand the glories of what you have described. 211. Shri Rūpa kahe na ami kikuchi na jani Ye Mahaprabhu kahana se kahi vani. Sri Rūpa Gosvāmī said, I do not know anything. The only transcendental words I can utter are those which Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu makes me speak. Purport. Poet or writer dealing with transcendental subject matters is not an ordinary writer or translator. Because he is empowered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whatever he writes becomes very effective. The principle of being empowered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead is essential. A materialistic poet who describes in his poetry the material activities of men and women cannot describe the transcendental pastimes of the Lord or the transcendental conclusions of devotional service. Srila Sanatana Goswami has therefore warned all neophyte devotees that one should not hear from the mouth of a non-Vaishnava. Vaishnava mukund girnam putam hari katamrutam shravanam naiva kartvayam sapurchistam yatapaya. The Padma Purana. One should not hear anything about Krishna from a non-Vaishnava. Milk touched by the lips of a serpent has a poisonous effect. Similarly, talks about Krishna given by non-Vaishnavas are also poisonous. Unless one is a full, unalloyed devotee of the Lord, one should not try to describe the pastimes of Krishna in poetry, for it will only be mundane. There are many descriptions of Krishna's Bhagavad Gita written by persons whose consciousness is mundane and who are not qualified by pure devotion. Although they have attempted to write transcendental literature, they could not fully engage even a single devotee in Krishna's service. Such literature is mundane, and therefore, as warned by Sri Sanatana Goswami, one should not touch it. 212. Vidhiyasya praranaya prabharito hamavaraka rupopi tasya hare pada kamalam vande chaitanya devasya. Although I am the lowest of men and have no knowledge, the Lord has mercifully bestowed upon me the inspiration to write transcendental literature about devotional service. Therefore, I offer my obeisances at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has given me the chance to write these books. This verse is from the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.1.2. 213. Ei mata dui jana Krishna katarange sukhe kala gonaya rupa haridasa sange. In this way, Srila Rūpa Goswami passed his time in close association with Haridas Thakur by discussing the pastimes of Lord Krishna in great happiness. 214. Sharima Sarahi Sabha Prabhura Bhakta Gana Goshani Vidaya Dila Gode Kari Lagamana. All the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thus spent 4 months with him. Then the Lord bade them farewell, and they returned to Bengal. 2:15. Shri Rūpa Prabhupada Nila Chale Rahila Dola Yatra Prabhu Sange Ananda Dekila. Srila Rūpa Gosvāmī, however, stayed at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and when the Dola Yatra festival took place, he saw it in great happiness with the Lord. Let's end our reading for today. All glories to Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Namalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Sripad Bhakti Nishkam Shanta Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Sripad Vigyan Muni Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Srimangala Didi Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees Ki Jai.